But
Some,
for me, I'm not really much for hunting with cameras. If I use a camera, it's for inventory usually.
yeah,
Um, so it was kind of interesting to see the comments about the cards stolen. People are like, "Don't use cameras. Cameras aren't for hunting." I'm not even using them for hunting. I'm using them for doing a documentary for
yeah.
to learn some stuff about deer bedding, and it's funny because people were so upset. Some people were getting mad, like your camera should get stolen and stuff. And those people are just idiots. But
Yeah. Well,
they are.
I mean, uh, the
I
years
mean,
I've known you,
one guy was telling me that he believes, matter of fact, that if you leave something on public land, that it's free domain. If you're not there watching it, it belongs to whoever comes along to it because it's on public land and you left it there. And Carol was reading that and she turned to me and she looked. She said, "Find out where that guy hunts. Go to the parking lot and take his truck."
oh yeah, that's a good point. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Uh, some people just have some weird justifications for things, I guess. Um, but yeah, all the years I've known you now, it's like uh, you, I've never known you to have more than a few cameras out in a year.
Yeah, a couple of that.
Yeah,
Usually for me too, the cameras are one of two things: they're to do inventory or to learn something for
yeah,
like the next year or something. I really
right.
like the idea that you can be in a spot for the whole year, the whole season, or for a week or two at a time, night and day, and see what goes on and learn some things.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people just look for pictures and look to kill, and they think that's what cameras are for, which generates right into the comments we were getting. Um, I don't think that they're really for killing. You can chase those cameras forever, and I think they'll drive you nuts and not help you a whole lot.
hmm,
Uh, I've had cameras running probably every season since cameras have been around. It's just one or two or here or there.
yeah,
And um, years ago, I did use them a lot more extensively to try and kill deer. And I'll tell you, over all the years, I can say that I killed one deer because of trail cameras.
hmm.
One that I can think of. That's it.
Me
One where
too.
I came across the trail camera coming out.
Hmm.
And I checked the camera, and there was a buck on that camera for 3 days in a row. And I thought, oh crap, I got to hunt here. And I hunted there and I shot it. And it was a
Yeah,
spot I probably would not have hunted otherwise because it was over a food plot, and I didn't expect a deer of that caliber to come walking into a food plot in daylight. But cameras don't lie,
yeah,
so I hunted it. But I would imagine if I ran more cameras, I'd have killed more bucks with cameras. But the fact of the matter is, I think it's kind of like old news when you get the news.
sure.
Uh, Cell cams are a little different game. I mean, you can put those in an area and watch them from a distance, but I'm really not. I think it's a good tool, but I'm not really into that. I'm into the chess match more. But I do like the
Yeah,
intel I get out of a camera.
yeah. I shot my buck in Indiana last year from a essentially a cell camera went off and told me the buck was in that bedding area. So I went hunting there that evening, and I'll be honest with you, it doesn't really sit right with me sometimes. Like I think about it a lot. Like you know, um, it made me reconsider some of my amount I'm using cell cameras this year. I guess just the way it made me feel afterwards. I didn't really think about it until later on. And I guess a guy is just a progression in hunting, right? Like, last year I was okay with it, and it happened, and I'm like,
You
you
know
know,
what? It really doesn't. Matter how you kill a deer. It's up to
yeah,
you what you want to do and how you do it, as
right,
long as it's in the law. I could give two craps what anybody else does, but everybody seems to be critical of what I do.
hmm,
You know, I
well,
just,
yeah,
I am the most critical person of myself, but just
yeah, me too,
because it's not really about, I don't feel guilty for killing that one deer over a camera. I don't feel guilty for any deer I
yeah,
kill. Um, but um, there's certain things that I really enjoy about hunting, and I want to seek those things out. And what I really enjoy about hunting is outsmarting a deer on his own turf. I don't mind using cameras so much.
no,
It's more about figuring out the bedding area he's going to be in and hopping to it. And and if you're hopping around like that, if you put a cell cam, like say, in a bedding area, staging area, and you get intel from it, I find that you go running over there to hunt, next wind and stuff, and you start putting your season into that because you see this deer one out every 4 or 5 days or something, and you're over there hunting this thing, and all of a sudden your season's gone. Where if I just hunt the way I hunt, I kill more and have more enjoyment. So
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what this year I changed my strategy with them a little bit. I'm not running nearly as many cell cameras. I mean, I just got a few cell cameras out. One, because I've started this new endeavor and the money isn't as good as what I was doing, so it costs some money to run those cell cameras, right? And it costs a lot. It really does cost quite a bit. I used to not really think about it when I was making good money before, and then this month I kind of sat down and was going through all of it. I'm like, man, if I put out as many as I usually do, I'm like, it's probably not the smartest thing. And plus, all the years I've been doing it, like you said, I can count on my one finger how many that's helped me actually kill a deer, real time.
yeah.
But and then I had the thoughts of like, I don't know if I want to exactly do that every year, because a guy could. I mean, there's people that run, and if that's how you want to do it, shake a stick at it. I don't care. But there are guys that run 50 cell cameras and they just wait until one of them tips them
Yeah, I
off.
know guys that do it. Yeah.
Yeah.